Welcome to the Noface Show.
I just gonna ask you about that because you Max, you're a very creative person. All of us here are very creative person, and we are always coming up with ideas on the spot and so many business ideas. We can even have a conversation on just ideas, right? But turning an idea into reality is the hardest part. So when you decided that, like, okay, I want to make this actually happen, like, what was that process, and like how, like, in terms of technical stuff, like making sure that everyone travels around the world to get here. We have people from as far as Israel, basically the other side of the world. Like, how did you prepare it? Like, what was the whole process behind that?
I think honestly, the hardest part is to create a community that believes in some kind of a concept, right? Because the thing is, like, you can, I see a lot of communities or a lot of businesses, for example, they'll release a product or a service or whatnot, and it could be the greatest product or service ever, but people are not really buying into it because nothing, like, there needs to be something behind that. So essentially, step number one before even believing in the fact that we can physically pull off an academy like this was trying to get the community together for all of you guys to be like, yo, this is a dope concept, like, I'd like to be part of this concept. That's the hard part, so we kind of built that. The academy, this whole thing was being built over the last couple of years internally already. So then it's like, okay, well, let's see what we can do. Can we pull it off? And we started kind of putting out information out there to see if we can make this happen. And when I realized that our academy, our community, forget about the academy, our community was strong enough to believe in flying to some in the middle of nowhere location, hanging out with people that know nothing about one another. Like, for example, with Erica, you mentioned, and everybody else. We got Anthony Pierce from the UK. We got Lawrence also, Kevin, Mousewa, like, all of you guys are all from, like, these different locations. So, like, how do you make someone fly out randomly? Like, that's hard. Like, a lot of people don't realize that's very difficult. And to do that, you have to build a community. And if you don't have that community, people are simply not going to believe in it and not come out. So that was step number one, essentially. Yeah.
And that's really great because, Noface has a community where people actually believe in it and are able to, like, literally put all their future and all their power to make things happen, right? And that's something that even with a startup or a company that you begin, if you have a team that truly believes in it and is able to pull something like this off, that's how you're going to succeed, right? Because regardless of what happens in the future, if the community always believes in it, so that's something that I think everyone in this academy and everyone in the Noface team really appreciates about Noface, that vision and that we have for the future, but also the great community that we have.